back. WNST, Tassel, Baltimore, and Baltimore Positive. We are positively, this is such a big deal because Dennis is here. We're at Costas. We're in Dundalk. It's all brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. We have a winner, finally here. We have a winner at Costas. Mr. Calvin Statham, $2 winner today for the state of Maryland. Yeah, Mr. Statham. Woo! And he's going to teach me how to play the piano as well. Dennis was tardy today. I've been tardy. You put a show together. Your show's on the air. You're here. You're running around. You look good.
I feel good.
You look like you smell good. Even.
All these beautiful people. How can I not look good? It's great.
I would have dressed better. I feel under.
No,
you never look
good.
bad in the '66 Palmer throwback.
Love
though.
it.
You know,
Love
this is
it.
all good. How are you?
Fantastic.
I don't know that you and I have we ever done radio next to each other?
We have. It's been a while. It's been a
No,
minute.
you came and we had the center, Matt Skura.
We did.
We had Matt Skura together, and you came and did that show.
I did.
Okay,
It was
I
great.
remember that.
It was great.
Well, he's a smart guy. He's a Duke guy, right?
Very.
So,
Yeah. Centers are though. They tend to
well, I hope Tyler Lindenbaum plays
there you
smart
go.
this year. You do all that. You had never been to Costas.
First
You're
time.
Essex, sort of via Sedonia. I drove past your neck of the woods on the way over here in Moravia. I brought peach cake. Is it true that you've never had peach cake?
Never had peach cake.
Jen, the man's never had peach cake.
Never had peach cake.
Never had
and
peach
I've
cake.
never had a Costas crab cake until just now, and it was delicious.
Delicious. Well, of course it is.
It
It's
was
Costas.
phenomenal, fantastic.
Well, that's why Kathy Lee and Hoda would come down here, and I run into Bucky Lassick, and it's the reason Goose ate his crab cakes
Nice.
here and all that. So, listen.
I'm a fan, and I will be back, just so you know.
I know
we'll
you
be
will
back.
Did you get a Greek salad?
I will next
All
time.
right, I'll introduce you to some Greek people here. Mr.
Love
Costas.
Greek people.
See, he slides me beer in the side door in a
Nice.
cup. He
Nice.
came over. He looks at me. Is this a Greek thing? I don't know. My name's not. He just looks at me. He goes, and I go, and a beer comes. We don't say anything.
You don't have to.
He looks at me. He goes, and I'm like,
That
and
means a
that's
lot.
that.
That had a lot of different meanings, by the way, that look.
When my wife does it, what does it mean? I don't know.
It's not a good
Yeah,
look.
that's
It's
not a good look.
no,
That's not a
it
good
means you're in
look, no.
trouble. You're in a doghouse. In the Jen house. so to
She's up
speak.
here on the set drinking my beer like she couldn't get around. There's a
Because
bar
she
over there
can-
that's
because she
completely
can.
wet
Because
that you could be a part of.
She can. That's why.
All right, so this morning I drove down Hartford Road. I invited Al, who, believe it or not, Lori Piper served flour to Al. She was in the business of the baking business
Nice.
for many, many years.
Nice.
Have you had any of the Fenwick peach cake? I'm going to share this with Dennis and you, all right? So what would you know? Would you know anything about peach cake, or does anybody talk about it other than me, or no?
I love peaches, and to me, I love cake.
This
So-
isn't really cake. It's more bread than cake, but it's not as sweet.
Okay, I love bread.
All right, so I'm going to show it to you. So
So-
I know you see me eat it on the air.
that
Now,
looks
this is
phenomenal.
This is like sweating. These peaches are sweating.
That's great.
And the way they serve it over there at the Fenwick, and that's my favorite. But you can go to Woodley, you can go to Simon's. It's delicious.
Looks good.
It's old school bakery. You can only get it for a couple more weeks, and so
Okay.
it's seasonal. It's like eggnog. They take it away, and they give you this special lemon brown sugar.
No.
You just
Not
sprinkle
lemon
it.
brown sugar.
It's just a little lemon brown sugar. You just
Nice.
sprinkle it on there a little
Nice.
bit, and you don't have to be too perfect with it. I feel like Julia Child.
That
or
looks
something like
amazing,
this.
by the way.
I feel like Duff from Cake. From Duff's
better than
Cakes.
Duff.
So I'm not gonna put too much sugar on,
Okay.
just a little bit, because gotta watch. It's summertime. I gotta
Hey,
watch
you know
out
what?
for you.
Appreciate
So
that.
I got a knife here, and I'm gonna cut you off a piece because you see me munching on this here in the morning. Now I tend to like the crust a little bit, so I'm gonna give you a piece of the crusty. Take a piece of that
Okay,
crust there.
all right.
And I had plates. I got some plates over
Okay,
here.
look.
We're at Costas. They do it upright. And
All
I
right.
want you to enjoy that.
Okay.
And while you're eating that, I'm going to tell you that I picked up a watermelon just north of Easton on 50 a week and a half ago. And my wife gets these plastic bras that go around like a Tupperware thing. And I've been scooping out the watermelon every morning. I've been having a whole bowl of gold
amazing.
watermelon. And what's happened is inside the watermelon, all the juice is now lining up. And my wife has some designs on some vodka with the watermelon.
I like that. How about a straw?
She's thinking. And a straw. And maybe a little
straw.
bit of ice.
Gotta have a
so it's
straw.
my 25th anniversary. Dennis is here. He sponsors the WNST text service for things like when Jack Flaherty is traded at the trading deadline. If you're on that text service, and of course, you can hear him from 3 to 5 on Thursday, and of course on Sunday from 8 until noon, except when he goes long, and then he just plays all day Sunday like he did last week. So we'll do that again. And it's usually me and Luke and all that stuff. So go ahead, have some peach cake.
All right,
I want you.
here we go.
Make sure you get those. These are fresh peaches. So
right,
the
I gotta do
reason
this
they
the
don't
right
make
way.
these peach cake in this way, she get a napkin for you, right? That's good.
She's
I got a
terrific.
napkin right here. That's good
she's
napkin.
terrific.
Well, I don't want you because these peaches, they're going to squirt and they're going
my.
to dribble. You know what I mean? You get a peach that doesn't squirt, send it back. You know what I mean? Like it's not a peach.
Can we say that on the air? Is that legal?
I just said it. So
Okay.
we're in Dundalk. We say we got different rules here. They didn't
All right.
different when you cross over with
Going
people.
in.
You come over back River Neck Bridge. So the peach cake. So you'll see with this peach. This peach was on a tree a week ago, right? So it's not like Libby's peach cocktail in a can. No offense to that, but this is fresh peach cake, and a lot of folks have never had it. They don't know because you can only really get it in July and August because it's seasonal.
That is amazing.
So that's it. Now you know why.
Oh my God.
I act the way I do
Oh my Lord, this is so good.
this time of year.
This is life changing.
If there's anything better than the Orioles with a lead in an afternoon game in Toronto, drinking free beer,
Nope.
having a 25th anniversary,
Nope.
having friends over, having crab
Nope.
cakes.
It was great.
They even got Silver Queen corn here if you want that. You want taste summer, fresh ripe tomatoes.
Man,
That's a summer. We don't eat together enough. You and
I've been
me.
missing out
Uh-huh. I told you.
all my life.
No,
Here.
you're never going to go down.
This is wonderful.
You're never
by the
going to go
way.
down Harford Road again
Oh my
and not
Lord.
stop in the Fenway.
Peach cake is life changing. Costas Inn. Crab cakes. Silver corn. Crabs everywhere, by the way.
Well, I only keep the best sponsors. You know this. So
Oh my God, that's a fact.
We fixed
This
this.
is amazing.
You got anything sports you want to give me? Because you and I talk sports twice a week.
Look,
it's
I'm
just
off my-
anniversary. Why do you sponsor this show? Can you?
I'm off,
I want to know.
off my game now because of the food. I'm still.
Why do you put up with me? Why do you endure me? Why does Mr. Kuhn sponsor this? And 25 years into this, I mean this. Like, you told me to consider gratefulness last week. You gave a little speech in our segment. And my wife would tell you, I'm up late, I'm up early. I've been going through all this stuff over here. And I'm grateful. Every one of those signs came in 30 boxes, and people came and helped me hand them out. Every one of those shirts, there were hundreds of them. They're all gone in the community. Books, I printed 10,000 copies of each one of those books, and I have 100 left. All the events, we've done all these things, but none of that happens if the Maryland Lottery and Window Nation and Coons Ford, I'm going back into the Emerald Tavern in Harvey, people that sponsored me and gave me $100 a week, Pep Perella, the late great, so many of my sponsors we've lost. Pep Perella gave me $75 a week and a $25 pizza card to have shrimp scampi pizza at his place to promote his place in 1992. I mean, like, literally, that's how this thing was a barn raising, literally. Radio Free Dundalk, Dennis.
Well, the reason is because you're the most passionate sports fan analyst in the history of the world. That's why. You have passion, and that's what bought me. That's what sells. You love sports. You love the Orioles. You love the Ravens. You love the Colts.
Why do the Orioles and the Ravens not know that I love them? Why, literally, why do they fear me? Because they throw me out hoping that you'll stop sponsoring me.
Is that what they hope? That's not going to happen.
Of course they want me to go. They want me to be gone.
Tikana
Don't look at him the right. If you look at him, he's going to bring you beer.
This is my
Every
competitor.
Every time I ever look at, he looks at me, and he's like, and I'm like, and the next thing you know, I get a beer.
Well, he's a legend like you. He's a legend. He's a legend in the Greek community.
He won't come on the show.
In Maryland,
he
should.
You would come on? I've been trying to get him on for 30 years.
He's going to come on. We're going to talk Greek, he and I.
He brought me a beer the other night. We came in. We didn't have any electricity on Saturday. So we ate out all day. It was 100 degrees. We started in your side of town. We started over at El Guapo. Then we went to the local in White Marsh. And then we came over here to watch the Oriole game. We didn't have electricity. I couldn't watch the game. So we planned at 7 o'clock to be here. We walk in at 7 o'clock. He comes over. I said, look, I'm doing a show here this week. You're going to come on the show. You see he's disappeared. Right, he's
shy. He's back in the kitchen. He loves this place.
He brings me a beer. He sets it down in front of me. I'm watching the game. I said, I'm doing the show here. I said, I'm doing it. He brought me another beer. I said, I'm doing the show here. And I said, will you do the show on Thursday? He hands me the beer. He said, good luck with that.
That's right.
And he walks by.
Hey.
And he just brought me another beer, and he won't do the show. I want to hear the stories of his coming to America and all these horses.
Yeah.
There's a Greek pride thing,
Christine
right?
will tell you. There he goes, his daughter.
Where's Christine?
Christine just went by.
I can't believe that you're the only Greek I'm going to have on at Costas to represent this institution since 1971.
This is as good as it gets, Nestor. Right here.
Well, free beer and a good friend.
Free beer.
The best part of this show today, for me, and this is heartfelt. This is going through all of this stuff that I've gone through. And I mean this, like, as I'm sitting here wearing a Jim Palmer jersey, that the Orioles are relevant again.
They are.
Like, I'm sitting here on August 3rd, and the Orioles and the Ravens are relevant. Sports has sort of abandoned me a little bit, obviously, with Bisciotti and Angelos. I haven't abandoned it. And to see the city, to see Rasig and Eddie both here wearing Oriole hats when the Orioles are in first place, and we're laughing. We're laughing at the Free the Bird signs. We're like, this is old. This is – I'm not going to – should I rip it?
Yes, absolutely.
Should I do a Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah. God rest her soul, wherever she is.
Say a prayer in Greek for Peter Angelos. Here we go, right here. It's over. The hex is over. There it is. Free the Birds is over.
Nasakala Peter Angelos.
They've been freed. They're free.
Nasakala Peter.
And we got peach cake, too, all right?
Peach cake is amazing. Is that all mine, or do I have to share it?
I'll let you.
How much peach cake do you have?
What have I told you about portion control? What have I told you? We've talked about this. Have we talked about this?
As much as you want is what you said to me. Hi, Christine.
Will you come up and represent the family?
Yes. How are you?
Dad won't do it. Brother's in Bimini somewhere, sunning himself after working 25 hours a day. Will you just sit down for a minute and just talk about your family? He wants to honor your family and speak Greek with you. It's all Greek to him. What, you want to put us in the middle? Well, Dennis, you keep that on. I got other headsets, dude. I got other headsets here. I do this professionally. So here's the problem. Everybody's shy. Yeah, just talk.
Just talk.
Put your headset
just
on.
act normal. Be yourself.
Be you.
Oh,
you be
my
you.
Goodness. I'm going to get
Hi,
fired.
how are you?
No, you're not.
I know your dad.
I know the owner.
He won't come on. We know the owner. Why does he bring me beer every time he looks at me?
He's going to come over and said, I just asked you to offer him a drink, and you're sitting down now on the job.
No, what happens? He comes over to me. Do you know this look? He comes over to me, and he goes, and I go, and next thing you know, I get a beer.
It's a Greek thing.
It's a Greek
That's
thing.
what he said.
You wouldn't understand.
My name's Nestor. I'm trying.
Nestor does. We'll call you Nestor does. Dad'll call you Nestor does.
Drink.
How do you say that in Greek?
Opa.
Oh, boy.
Opa.
Now you're
You
really
just
putting me on
say
it.
opa.
Opa, that's
Opa.
it.
Opa.
Throw some dishes.
Opa.
Yeah.
Opa.
Where's your brother? Is he out sunning himself?
It's in Bahamas.
Yeah.
Finally.
Bermuda,
Finally getting some rest.
Yeah, right?
He deserves it.
Yeah, your brother has this reputation, and I'm being serious. I go places people know I know him, right? And the other guy that, and I mean this, George Fotis at Drug City, also Greektown guy. When I go places and people hear sponsors, and they might say this about Dennis too, but specifically your brother, and not your other brother, Pete, all right? And I'm not
Nick.
disrespecting Nick.
We love Nick.
I love Nick.
We love Nick.
But people come to me and they're like, Pete might be the nicest man I've ever met. And I've heard that a lot, and then I hear that more about George lately because they're at Drug City's a new sponsor, and I play their ads. And people come up, they're like, you have the nicest sponsors. You have, like, local, awesome, regular people. We don't do Walmart or anything. We do local.
Because we treat people like family. They are like family. They are family.
You
Over
treat
the
me
years.
that way.
Oh, we love everyone. You know?
Karen's about to adopt me at the bar.
Oh, she.
Absolutely.
You're a keeper.
I want to ask you this because it's been here since 71. Give me your first recollection of this business and the first time you were a little girl and you smelled crabs and crab cakes here and what it was like and what it's like today. Because I'm celebrating 25 years. You guys did your big 50 a couple years ago, and it was during the plague. And you kind of got cheated out of it. I thought a little bit for it, but. When I see local businesses, Pizza John's a great example in Essex.
Oh,
I see the
absolutely.
picture of this humble little thing. Amici's, they're on my signs. Amici's my favorite restaurant in the world. No disrespect to any other restaurant.
Yeah.
This is my place. It's my Fonzie place. It's been that way from the beginning, right? And that place began as a carryout with 4 seats and a bathroom that was in the middle of the dining room. Right? And I see this vision for what I've tried to do over my lifetime with your family, second, third generation. There's always a member of your family in this building.
Hard workers.
Every single time I'm here. And I don't even know what this was when my dad drank beer here. My dad would come home late some days with Mr. Joe Thomas, his workmate, used to drive him. My dad never drove. And he'd say, we were down at Costas today, and he'd bring me some steamed shrimp home, or my mom to kind of fix things. Hey, honey, I'm going to be late. I'm going to bring you some steamed shrimp and a crab cake from Costas. And you know my mother, you knew my mother. So
oh, my gosh, that's great.
What was this? This room looks newish to me.
So this side is actually now about 30 years old. I was pregnant at the hostess station up there, and my daughter just turned 30. So over there growing up, I was a little kid running around.
It was just the bar.
Just the bar. And my mom was she was back there.
And we're sitting in what was the parking lot at the time? Or part of the parking lot?
This is part of the parking lot, yeah. So it's grown.
That's amazing.
There was Bethlehem Steely come and cash their checks, sit at the bar, have their drinks. Line of people out the door cashing checks. That was a huge business, check cashing.
This to me is beautiful because it's never changed in the 30 years, but it's a real crab house.
Right.
Like when it's a real crab. There's paper. It feels like the tables come with paper.
Right.
Here,
pretty much.
And that unto itself that's just Baltimore. That's just such a Baltimore thing.
It is. So we had crabs, I think, early on, and then they didn't have crabs, and then they started the crabs again.
Pit beef always, right?
Pit beef. We had the carry-out. We called that the pits. I started working in the pits.
The amazing thing about pit beef, and God bless the Chaps people, also good Greek folks.
Yes.
And I remember going over there, getting sandwiches and Route 40 and bull and oyster roast. And as a kid, I see this all the time, I thought crabs were like pizza. I just thought everybody had them everywhere. I didn't realize that they were special to here.
Oh, yeah.
And things that are so local. Pit beef is that.
Pit beef.
Pit beef, you can't get pit beef 20 miles from here, let alone somewhere Virginia Beach. You think you're going to get pit beef?
Pit beef was huge. We did the boardwalk fries. I mean, you just have to evolve a little bit over time. You got to change things up a little bit. Started steamed crabs.
The secret weapons here to me are the cream spinach.
Okay.
And the cream spinach is a part of the oysters rock. Do you like oysters?
Amaretto.
Of course I do.
All right.
Are you kidding me?
Give me an order of oysters Rockefeller. I want him at. You're going to dinner.
Yeah, that's a long story. Long story. Just long story, but I had to come here and honor you guys.
Well, my peach cake for you. Give me the peach cake back. You're not.
That's my dessert.
You already ate it.
You can't take my dessert.
You can't eat your pudding until you eat your meat.
No.
You know this song.
Eat dessert first. It's a Greek thing. You wouldn't understand.
Every time I come in, I see that thing I don't know how to pronounce.
Let your booty grow.
Let your booty grow.
Because if you eat enough of it, your booty will grow. There's no doubt about that.
We've heard some different versions of that.
Have you had peach cake from Fenwick ever in your life?
It's been a while.
Well, you're going to have some today. I brought some down here. Karen came over.
Absolutely.
Karen was
the best.
Karen with the peach cake was a little bit like my cat when I bring home Rofo chicken.
What is that?
Like she's knows. Like Karen came over. She's like, those boxes look like they're from Fenwick. I bet they have peach cake. And I'm like, yeah. And Dennis, I bought the peach cake for Dennis, and then Dennis doesn't show up. And I'm here
late.
Here communicate.
It's
okay?
a Greek thing to show up late.
Don't you run a communicate.
That's true.
Communicate.
Not everybody. Not my parents,
right.
But yes.
Do you know how close I came to giving your peach cake away?
Oh, that's why I kept texting you. I'm coming. Do not give away my peach cake. Whatever you do.
You were like David Lee Roth. You didn't feel tardy.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I'm here in the flesh.
Well, I'm glad that I had you on because your brother never wants to come on. Your other brother's like, I don't get in till late. And then your dad's like, I don't speak English. So, he gives me that.
He gives the look, though. He speaks enough.
How many horses has your dad? Because I didn't know your dad owned. Now, I peed in this bathroom 100 times, and I see the pictures, and I bet it was a year or two ago that Pete said to me, my dad, has a couple hundred horses that have won. And I'm like, the only reason I knew your dad had the horse thing for me, I came in here on a Sunday, this last Sunday a year ago, between the Derby and the Preakness. I came in on a Sunday to watch the Oriole game. And I came in, and your dad comes up to me. It's like 11:30, 12 in the morning. It was early on a Sunday. And he said, you hear about Baffert? And I'm like, no, I said I had him on the show last night. We did a Zoom. We did 30 minutes. His horse is suspended. He cheated. And I'm like, well, I haven't even run the piece yet. He can't. You can't disqualify him until I get the piece on the radio.
Get the piece on.
And so I went back in the office and we started talking about horse racing.
Oh, he loved it.
Because your dad's introverted. He doesn't brag about he won't come on the show.
Blue Carrot was our baby. She'd go wire to wire. We had blast. Go to go to the racetrack. Most of the time, getting a winning picture, but not always. Not always. Actually, not most of the time. But that was fun. A lot of fun.
Your family's in the horse business, man. That's unbelievable, too.
Yeah, he's pretty much out of it now, but he still loves to go.
Don't worry about it. There's some things we don't talk about. Wink, wink.
You related? No, maybe somewhere in the old world. He just got back from Greece, this guy here.
Oh, nice.
Look
What
at that
part?
tan.
We went to Mykonos and Paros. And,
Beautiful. It's been a long time since I've been, but very nice.
Need to go back. It's great.
Do you brush up your Greek? You speak Greek all the time because your mother, right?
Fluent.
So you have no problem?
And I'm not.
No.
I'm not
I got to
fluent.
go.
No,
They didn't send you to Greek
You
school?
need to go.
But everybody speaks English over there. Everybody does. Yeah.
Everybody speaks English?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Really? Germany, if you're older,
You do well.
older people don't, younger people, everybody speaks English. When you're in Spain, anywhere in Europe, it's kind of like that.
They know how to say it's 50 euros real quick. Yeah, they do.
How do they say 25 years?
25
All right,
years.
well, thank you for that.
Yes.
I wore silver today. It's my silver's
Congratulations.
anniversary.
Yes.
That's right.
I like that.
Sure
Nice.
can't get you some oysters, Rockefeller? I know people here.
I'm good.
I said it out loud. It's going to just show up.
I had a phenomenal
This is a
crab
Greek place.
cake.
I said oysters, Rockefeller, and they're just going to appear.
But I had a phenomenal crab cake here. It was
I don't
great.
know if did they hear?
No,
It was great.
Next time you're in, you do the cream spinach here.
We're coming back. We might be back tomorrow.
No,
I don't know.
the cream spinach is
And if
delicious
you do
here.
the oysters rockets topped with that.
That's why I said their cream spinach is special.
We
here.
love cream spinach too.
It has
That's one
love
of
in
our
it.
favorites.
It has.
No,
Like
we're coming
this
back.
amaretto thing that they only
We might
do
come
here.
back tonight.
All right. I want to thank Rasig. I don't want to forget anybody. Tom Pierce, my wife for taking the day off. Do you have to go and work? Are they yelling at you? I'm
gonna
wrapping
I'm
things up.
literally gonna. Okay, you wrap up.
Christina's shy.
You want me to stay?
Obviously, she's shy.
Stay or
I need
I'm
you to
like-
stay
shy.
2 minutes.
Okay.
Because I need
All right,
you
I'll
to. Here,
stay.
look. For being our guest, you get a lottery ticket. Our friends at Window Nation,
might win
86690 Nation.
She might
Dennis,
be
sell
winning.
some cars. Tell them
You
to
got
sell
it,
them a
man.
car. Tell them what you do over there.
Coons Ford Baltimore, 6970 Security Boulevard. Call me, 410-218-0337. I'll save you a ton of money.
Did Rasig offer to do the thing you needed? Did he?
Rasig is, I love Rasig. I can't believe I met him.
He said to me 48 hours ago, one day, how well do you know Rasig? And I laughed at him, literally, Monday morning. And I said, I can get Rasig to do anything. And then Rasig just shows up. And you showed up late, which was on time.
Right.
Because if
On
you
purpose.
showed up early,
On purpose.
you wouldn't
That's
have
how we
had
do.
time with Rasig.
That's how we do. And you know what? He's going to draw me
On
and make me
purpose.
50 pounds skinnier, too.
All right. And tell everybody how to order crab cakes from because you're the one doing it, right? You do all the work here.
Oh yeah, right.
When they
right.
order the crab
I'm gonna
cakes-
go
All
right
the
to
heavy
the
lifting.
carryout.
All the heavy lifting.
You can order them right from the website, costasinn.com. Go right on there, or you can call 410-477-1975.
Nice.
I'll put it right on them.
Like a
Thank you
pro,
to you
like
and
a
your
pro,
family.
like a pro.
Thank you and Mr. Coons
Pleasure.
and everybody that keeps this place percolating. On behalf of Mr. Statham, whom I love, who's been laughing at me for the last 3 hours, you still should have cast me. I've forgiven you. It's in my heart to forgive. My wife and my son would say I'm not a forgiving human being at all, but you, I have forgiven. I have forgiven. All right?
Look, he's gonna fire me now.
No, he's not. He can't replace you.
Well, you wouldn't do it. I looked at him. He's going to bring me another beer.
Uh-oh.
I'm at Costas. My wife is driving. It is our 25th anniversary, and my thanks to everybody for making this happen.
Congratulations.
So nice. We're going to come back and do it twice. We're going to be at Drug City all day Friday with a whole different set of people who love me in spite of me. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking
Baltimore
Greek.
sports.
Greek. It's all Greek to me.
Opa.
Opa. Costas.